Welcome to Tales by Tyrell, where every story sparkles with wonder and every tale leaves behind a lesson. Today we open the doors to a palace filled with mystery, where every night 12 princesses vanish and written with worn out shoes. Where do they go? And why does no one know? Let's unravel the secret of the 12 dancing princesses. Once upon a time, in a grand kingdom, there lived a wise and powerful king who had 12 beautiful daughters. Each daughter was graceful, elegant, and kind, but each had her own charm. The eldest, Arabella, was noble and thoughtful. The youngest, Lina, was curious and full of wonder. And between them were 10 more, each different, each radiant. They all shared one large bedroom, and at night their doors were locked tight. But every morning their shoes were completely worn out, as if they had danced for hours. The king was confused. Where do they go each night? He asked. He demanded answers. But the princesses only smiled sweetly and said, "We have slept all night, father. Perhaps our shoes wear themselves." The king didn't believe it, so he made a royal announcement. Whoever can uncover the secret will marry a princess of his choice and become king one day. But if he fails after 3 nights, he will be banished forever. Princes from distant lands came, confident and proud, but none of them succeeded. Every morning, worn shoes, no answers. One by one, they vanished from the kingdom. Then came a man no one expected, a poor but clever soldier recently retired from war. He had no riches, no title, but he had something far greater, a sharp mind and a kind heart. On his way to the palace, he met an old woman in the woods. She looked into his eyes and said, "You seek the truth, don't you? Take this." She handed him a cloak of invisibility. "Wear this at night, and most importantly, do not eat or drink what the princesses offer you." The soldier bowed. "Thank you, wise one." He reached the castle and was welcomed by the king. That night, he was taken to the princess's chamber and was told to sleep outside their door. The princesses greeted him with sweet smiles and warm drinks. But remembering the old woman's words, he pretended to sip and stayed completely awake. As the clock struck midnight, something incredible happened. The eldest princess, Arabella, clapped twice, and a trap door opened in the floor. One by one, the princesses descended into darkness, unaware that the soldier, cloaked in invisibility, followed them quietly. What the soldier saw below was unlike anything he had ever imagined. A forest of silver trees, their leaves shimmering like stars. A river made of liquid light where 12 enchanted boats waited. Each princess stepped into a boat, and the soldier silently joined Lina's. They crossed the glowing water to an underground castle lit by 1,000 floating lanterns. Inside, 12 princes in royal uniforms stood ready, each taking the hand of a princess. Music began, feet twirled, laughter echoed, and the night turned magical. The princesses danced until their shoes wore thin, and only then did they return, climbing silently back into their beds. The soldier too returned, careful not to make a sound. The next morning, the king asked, "Well, did you find anything?" The soldier smiled softly, "Not yet, your majesty." But for 3 nights, he followed them. Each night, he broke a branch from the silver trees and took a goblet from the dancing hall as proof. On the fourth morning, he stood before the king and the 12 princesses. "I have solved your mystery," he declared. The princesses froze. He revealed the silver branch, the goblet, and spoke of the underground palace, the river of light, and the princess who danced till dawn. The princesses gasped. The eldest, Arabella, stepped forward and bowed her head. Yes, it's true, she whispered. But we never meant harm. The enchantment was too beautiful to resist. The king was silent for a moment. Then he nodded. Truth has been spoken, and the kingdom is free of secrets. He turned to the soldier. You have kept your promise with courage and wisdom. Now, which of my daughters will you marry? The soldier looked at them all and smiled at Lina, the youngest. Only if she wishes, he said gently. Lina blushed. I do. And so the mystery was solved, not by force, but by patience, kindness, and cleverness. The soldier and Lina were married, and the magic of the secret kingdom faded into legend. But even today, some say if you listen closely at midnight, beneath the stars, you might still hear the faint sound of dancing shoes echoing beneath the earth. This was Tales by Tyrell. If you enjoyed this journey through mystery and magic, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, every mystery has a story, and every story holds a lesson.